Today we're going to talk about how to conduct an effective interview. There are 3 different types of interviews. Structured interviews are where the questions are prepared and written down in advance. You're going to use the same questions for every interview. It's going to be very formal in specific order, and it's good when you're screening a lot of different applicants. A semi-structured interview, you're going to use all of the same questions, but you're going to deviate in the order depending on how the questions are answered. You're able to compare applicants, but still get a good sense of their personality. This is going to be the most commonly used type of interview. An unstructured interview is you don't have any prepared questions, and it's going to be more of a conversation. Every interview is going to be completely different, which makes them almost impossible to compare job candidates. You need to be a skilled interviewer to do this effectively. Unstructured is usually best used when you're trying to fill a higher position from within the company, because you know all of the people that are interviewed are going to be qualified. When you're doing your prep for your interview, you're going to want to read through all the applications, decide who you'd like to meet. You're going to call them and set up the interview, and invite them in for a meeting. This is when you're going to create the interview questions. You're going to review the questions and their application before they arrive on the day of the interview. When the applicant arrives, you're going to greet them, build a trust in a relationship, and make them feel comfortable.
Hi Christy, my name's Zach. I was just going through some applications and I was wondering if you're still interested in our position. Alright, well I would love to have you in for an interview. Is Thursday at 1 o'clock work for you this week? Okay, great. We'll see you Thursday at 1 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.
When you're in the interview, you're going to want to start with the opening. You're going to start off with a dialogue asking them an easily answered question. This is going to build trust and make the applicant more comfortable while making both parties less nervous. For example, what do you think about the weather? How was your drive in? You're going to want to stay away from topics that revolve around sports, politics, and pretty much anything that could be debatable.
Hello Christy.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Let me get the chair for you.
Thank you.
And how was your drive in today?
It was a little confusing, but once I found a parking spot, everything was good.
Our building can be a little bit difficult too, I know that.
The different types of interview questions you're going to want to ask during your interview are going to be direct, behavioral, and situational. In a direct interview question, you're going to want to ask about a specific topic. Tell me the duties of your last job. It's going to be an open-ended question, but it's going to need some explanation from them. In a behavioral question, you're going to want to find out about the candidate's behavior. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. You're going to give them a situation. Tell me about a time that you had to deal with an upset customer. In situational questions, you're going to give hypothetical situations. So, depending on what the situation was, you could say, let's say you had to deal with an angry customer and no management was around. What would you do and how would you handle it?
Alright, well let's start with you telling me a little bit about yourself and why you chose this career path.
Well, I'm a strong, very determined person. I also like to partake in things that give me a challenge to shape who I am. The reason I choose this field is because I'm extremely dedicated, hardworking, and excited to work. So the excitement and strictness of this field fits my personality.
Excellent. The last job you worked for a large hotel chain, correct? And what was your favorite thing and least favorite thing about this job?
Yes, I did work for a very large hotel chain. My least favorite thing about the job was probably where it was located. The hotel I worked in was actually about an hour from where I live. So going to work very last minute was hard for me. It created a stressful situation if I was called in. My favorite thing about working there was being able to work with and meet new people every day.
Excellent. Well, tell me about a time when you were on a team or worked with a group and tell me why it was successful.
I played on a team in high school, and something I'm proud of is we actually went to state for our soccer team. We worked really hard together and achieved our biggest goal, making it to the state championship. Unfortunately, we had an injury before the final game, so we lost. But we were extremely proud of ourselves in getting there just like we had hoped for at the beginning of the season.
Excellent.
When you're gathering information, you're going to want to learn about your candidate, but you're also going to want to see if they're going to be a good fit for your company. When you're learning about your candidate, you're going to want to ask questions like, what did you like best and worst about your last job? What are 3 words that best describe you in work environment? And what would a coworker say about you at work? You're also going to want to find out if they're a good fit for your company. Are they good at problem solving? What kind of customer service would they bring? And can they perform the essential job functions? Is this person going to be a good fit with your current employees? Because if you hire this person, you don't want them to bring down everybody else with them. Questions you're going to want to stay away for would be, how would you describe yourself? The question's so broad you won't get any direct information that's going to help you on whether or not they're going to be a good applicant. You're also going to want to stay away from illegal questions, anything in regards to age, race, national origin, handicap, pregnancy, religion, anything like that. Then you're going to switch the interview over and you're going to take over and you're going to talk. You're going to give them a chance to ask you any questions that they have about the company. You're also going to tell them any specifics or any details about your company that you may have. If you're not interested in them, don't give them any details. Tell them up front that they're not a good fit, but you're going to keep their application on file in case a job comes up down the road that they would be a better fit for. Explain the specifics of your company and sell your company to the applicant if you think that they'd be a good fit. Any special perks, pay, and hours, specific work environments that they might not be used to, and then any specific expectations. Anything that you expect from your employees that they might not have been expected to do at their past job.
Well, that sounds like a fun time and something you should definitely reflect on, seeing how well you did. You seem like you'd be a really good fit for our company, and I think we could advance far, or you could advance far in the company. Let me tell you a little bit about our company as well. We usually have our employees gain a lot of experience at lower level positions and they advance through the company. We don't like to do any outside hiring if we don't have to. So if you fit well, we'll promote you within.
That all sounds great.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to get in touch with my supervisor and we will contact you probably sometime next week for another interview.
In the closing of the interview, you're going to want to thank them up front for coming. If they are a good fit, tell them when you'll be getting in touch with them again. And if they're not, tell them they're not a good fit and don't string them along and make them wait for a phone call. Walk the applicant out, shake their hand, and thank them one more time for coming.
Are there any questions you have for me?
No, I think I have all my questions answered. I'll just see you next week.
All right. Well, thank you for meeting with me. I look forward to seeing you around the hotel in the future.
Thank you so much.
I'm the king, baby. Yo, you can't stop this. I'm too hot. Record labels can't drop this. I'm the real deal, son. Come watch this. Wanna breathe on track? Yeah, I make profits. Hits, chicks, and cribs galore. Yeah, I'm too raw, yeah, and I'm hungry for more. Unstoppable, fast lane, high ambition. Too fast for y'all, blur your vision.